Hello and welcome to Be Made in Revit tutorials. Project presentations in Revit continue. In this Revit tutorial, I would like to show you how to create diagrams and presentation of your projects by combining isometry of the building structure with isometry of the building. What you are watching now are the final drawings that we will make by the end of this tutorial. Before we start with today's topic, I just want to mention that in the previous tutorial I talked about how to make an isometric and perspective section of your building. I will share links about previous tutorial in the description and comments of this video. And now let's move on to today's topic. Here we have mountain house. And now we will go to the ground floor plan. Here we have two reference plans. I will use them to place the sections, and we will use these sections later. I will show you how to create isometric sections of your project. For that isometric views, we are going to use the sections I'm drawing now. I will name this section 1.1, section 1.1, and now I will show you how to create isometric section. Orient, we will use orient in view to section. You can see now this is our isometry oriented to the section view we created before. Okay. After this, we will duplicate this view, and before that we need to lock this 3D view because I will duplicate this 3D view, and I don't want the new isometric views to change the place. They must be in the same place. That's why I locked the original first one. I will create 3 isometric views. On one view will be the floor element where our house is placed, and we will create 2 more, one for isometric section of the house and one of the isometric section of the structure that we use for this that we created for this house. Now in first one, as I said, I will hide everything besides the floor element where the house is placed. To be sure, I will turn off everything beside the floors. The reason is when if from any reason if we model something in this house, all elements besides floors will be invisible in the previous view where we left only floor element. And now in this 3D view we will make changes on the section box. You see I'm moving the arrow from back to the place where we will be the start of the new 3D view, the end of previous 3D view that we create before will be start for a new 3D view where we will show the structure of the house. Later I'm going to create sheets, and I will join all three isometric views, and you will see the reason why I did this. The reason is actually that I want to for these 3D views to be in the same place. The join of the isometric view of the house with structure, with isometric view of the structure, I want them to be joined in the same place. Okay, now I hide everything besides the wooden elements. I will leave the railings and the windows only. And here it is. Here is our sheet. And now first I will add the floor element where our house will be placed. Now I will add the isometric view of the house. And as you see, they are oriented to the same spot. They are with same orientation, and that's the reason why they are in the same place. When I add the last 3D view, he came to the same place where previous one is placed. Okay, and now you see this is our diagram or isometric presentation of the building and structure of the building. Now I hide the railings. Okay. Now I will duplicate these 3D views to create, I will rename them before, and later I will duplicate them to create a new isometric presentation from different direction. Okay, I will rename this one too. All right. And now we will go to the, I will rename the section as well. This is important, so we later know which 3D views are oriented to which section. Okay, now I will create new section. As a reference, I will use this reference plane I created before. And now we will do same steps like in previous one. Okay. Here you can change the depth of the section, how far the view of the section is going. Okay, we will rename it for the same reason, so we know which 3D views are oriented to which section. And now I will duplicate this 3D view. we will orient it to the section I created before. Okay, as you can see, the section box cutting this house using the settings from section we created before. Okay. Now I will duplicate this 3D view. We will need one more, and we will need 3 views, isometric views. Okay. As you can see, the end of previous 3D view is start for new 3D view. The reason is when we put them in the on the sheets, we want them to be in the same place. You will see later. I will add them to the sheet. Okay. First I move the right side, so when we start when I start moving the left side, I want the start will be in the same place. Here I will hide everything besides the wooden elements, wooden structure elements. Okay. Actually, these are the same steps as we did before. All right, we will hide the panels. I have tutorial for this house. I did tutorial, complete tutorial about that, how to create this kind of house. Here I use the curtain wall system for roof and walls. The only thing is left to add the voice cover, because I didn't know that the YouTube don't allow you to add voice cover later. So I need to record my voice and to share it like a new tutorial. Okay, on this view, now I will hide everything beside the floor element where is our house placed. To be sure that nothing will be appear beside the floor elements, I will turn off everything beside floors. Okay. All right, this one is ready. This one left. We will do the same. First we will move the, now we will move left side to the start, to the new start for structure elements. And you will see later when we join them in the sheet, they will be in the same place. The end of the one will be start for other view. I will do the same here. I will hide all elements beside the wooden structure elements. Okay. I will hide this floor too, because we already have one in our first 3D view. All right. Now I will rename them. Okay. The order is very important, because when we add them to the sheets, we don't want that the one view to close the another. So the order of the of these views is very important when we combine different views in the on the sheets. So I will name them by the order when we put them to the sheets. We will put them by this order. This, what is this? This is quantities of materials that we used for this house. Okay. Now we create new sheet. And now we will add the 3D views. First of all, we will add the floor element. Where is our house placed? Then we will add this one. Now comes the middle part of the house. As you can see, they are in the same place. The end of the one is start for next one. I forgot to hide this. Now you understand why I hide the floor element in other views. I left it only in the first 3D view. Okay. I will turn on the realistic visual style, and now you see how it looks like. All right. This looks very good. Here I will turn on the realistic view too. Okay. This is very good. All right, and what's left? We will create one section more for a different type of presentation from different directions. The steps are the same. This will be only a training. Now, when you have a model of your house, when you have properly done very good model of your house, a 3D model, you can do extraordinary, really very good presentations in Revit. But as I said, the only thing you need is the properly done 3D model. Okay, now you see we have our section. oriented to, we have 3D isometric section oriented to the section we created before. And now we will duplicate, we will create three isometric views. One will be for floor element, and the other ones will be for isometric views of house. Two will be isometric views of the structure element, of wooden elements, and one will be the isometric view of the house. When we join them on the sheets, we will get the very good presentation of very good diagram and presentations of structure that we used for this house. And now we will hide everything beside the floor element in this 3D view. And now we will create the isometric views of the structure of wooden elements. The same steps. End of one will be start for another one. So when we join them on the sheets, they will be in the same place. They will create the complete house. Now I will hide here everything besides the wooden elements. Okay. In one of next tutorials I will reload the tutorial on how to create this kind of house using curtain, wall and roof system. Okay, here we will also hide everything beside the wooden structure elements. All right. I like to use colors when model the projects, so we can easily know which element is which and what its purpose in the project. For example, if I want to find wooden elements, I know the color of the wood, or the color of structure elements. I will find it easily in the project. Okay, I change the names of this 3D view. I will delete these quantities. Also, when you do the 3D model of this project, is very easily to calculate the amounts of materials and also it's very easy to calculate the cost of building this, of construction, cost of construction. All right, now I will add the 3D views I created. I will join them on sheet and you will see how it looks like. First we will add the floor element. Now we will add I forgot to hide this floor element. You see the reason why I hide it in all 3D views beside the first one, where is only the floor element visible. Okay, and that's it. It's looking very good. Okay, now I will select the 3D view where our house is visible, and I will hide the section box. Okay. I can turn this in realistic visual style, but also it can stay like this, just to see all. I will open the other presentations, 3D presentations, just to see them one more time, how they look like. And here it is. Okay, this is all for this tutorial. In next tutorial, I'm not sure what I have a lot of things that I would like to share with you. There is a lot of tips and tricks that I discover creating many different projects in Revit. So maybe I will make tutorial about phasing, about using phases in Revit. Or maybe I will do tutorial on how to create the window families that I started before. I'm not sure. Let that be the surprise. Okay, here we will change the visual style. As you can see, changing the visual style, you create a totally one new different presentations. But as I said before, the very important thing here is that you have properly done 3D model of your building. Okay, that's all for this tutorial, and see you in next one.